red light on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight for some Sunday night action. The Icon Cup Series headed to Pennsylvania to the Tricky Triangle on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight in the booth with yours truly, Daryl Young Jr. Daryl, how you feeling about the Tricky Triangle here tonight?
I feel really good. It's going to be a lot of fun watching these drivers go around for 100 laps. I thought I was fired. Blake, you had Joe in here on another broadcast, but I must say he did really good, so I'm still going to try my best here.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Daryl. I'm still weighing if I want to fire you or not, so I guess we'll keep you around for now.
Yeah, probably.
Well, right now, though, we got some cars trackside getting in some practice as we jump on down here. Top of the board, shockingly, Chris Mackey in that #9 machine on the top spot. Then you have Roel in the second position, followed by Lockett, Patty, and Bankert.
Yep, those are the top 5 in practice as of right now. It looks like we got about 1 minute and 45 seconds to go before we hop over to qualifying, which will be 5 minutes, your best lap out of 2.
Absolutely. It's going to be something to watch for sure. But, Daryl, let's pull up our point standings heading into tonight. Here they are. Take a look. The Icons Cup Series point standings. Brian Smith with a humongous lead, 187 points up, 8 wins on the season here so far. He's looking for #9. You got Jacob Malone in second, and then another distant position back, third position of Nathan Finnegan.
Yeah, Brian Smith he could just, take a break for a few races and still be on top of the board. He's done excellent this season. But still, Jacob Malone and Nathan Finnegan, still guys to watch here tonight.
Yeah, I'm looking at Smith here. Is he even on the practice board? Somewhere on there. I don't know. Yeah, he's 6th on the board here, Daryl. You think maybe he's not a Tricky Triangle guy, or maybe he's just messing around?
Could just be messing around. Or a guy like him, maybe he just doesn't need a lot of practice. Who knows?
Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll know pretty quickly, especially once qualifying starts. And look at this beautiful #93 machine, Zach Lockett. Daryl, I don't know if you know this or not. This is just some secret info I have. But Zach Lockett, he used to live in Vestal, New York, but he moved to Catawba, North Carolina, Daryl.
Interesting. I think I do remember hearing about that. Going from the big city in New York to North Carolina. Very interesting.
Well, practice is over, Daryl. It's time to get going here for some qualifying action as Lockett spins her out down pit road. So Chris Mackey locks in the quick time for practice, but it's time. The times start to matter now anyways, is what I was thinking. But look at this beautiful, well, I say it's beautiful, Daryl. This is actually my least favorite track, I'm not going to lie. Pocono, I think they should just demolish this place. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this place. I'm not very good at it. Maybe that's why I'm not a fan. Even the real life NASCAR race today, it was a little exciting on restarts, but other than that, it just got spread out and not too exciting.
Yeah, no, and I will say again, to be fair, it's horrible in this next gen car, but the Xfinity races or O'Reilly's races, whatever you want to call them, are actually pretty entertaining. So I don't know. I think it's just a next gen thing with the dragginess, but Justin Bisonette out of Charleston, South Carolina. He's trying to warm them tires up. Daryl, you're looking for a roof. You call 843 Roof.
843 Roof. I got it. I'm not in the market for one right yet, but yeah, look at him snake down the backstretch.
We got the Juicy Spider drone came out. And Daryl, actually, I hate to say this, I'm actually having a roof guy come out this week sometime, and I'm probably going to be getting a new roof on my garage. Unfortunately, Charleston, South Carolina, pretty far from me, so I wasn't able to call. Justin Bisonette, but I certainly would have.
Absolutely, and I hope we don't pronounce his name wrong. I think it's Bissonette, but anyway, sorry, Justin. However we say it, it's probably going to be wrong.
We'll probably use them both, so who knows? It's going to be interchangeable. So Mike Grinnell, though, he's out on the track, Daryl, in this red and black number 55 machine.
Yeah, taking a look at that paint, looking really, really nice. Ford performance on that car.
Here
looking good.
We got a Canadian out here, Daryl, out of Bedrock. It's Robert Blauen.
From Canada.
Yeah, all the way from Canada. Bedrock, Canada. I didn't know Bedrock was in Canada. Isn't that where the Flintstones are from? And that's a Flintstones car. So I'm guessing, Daryl, he's probably not from Bedrock.
No, he's definitely from Bedrock, for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to take him at his word. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, true. I'm not going to call the guy a liar, Daryl, but keep an eye on him.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll take a look here as he rips it around here. Let's hop on board. Take us around the tricky triangle here, Daryl. Go ahead and get rid of that stuff in his name. Or not. We'll see if we can get rid of it. But nonetheless, Robert Blauen out here out of Bedrock. He's trying to put down a heater. Coming down the front stretch. Looking like he's carrying some speed here, Daryl. Isn't it enough?
Yeah, we're definitely going to find out. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Looks like P15 for that 84 machine.
Well, Brian Smith, we talked about him earlier, didn't have the best practice or the most serious practice, but right now finds himself sitting in the third position. We're having some issues here with our information here for the drivers, but nonetheless, we're still ripping around here, getting some qualifying action in. We're going to go HMS TV side by side, but don't you worry, folks. About to drop the hammer and go green here any moment. Appreciate you tuning in. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back.
Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Hey guys, it's NASCAR driver Matt DiBenedetto, and you are watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, America's #1 iRacing broadcast service. So be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube today. It'll be the best decision you've ever made, so you can watch us sim racers go at it on the track.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
I think so.
We are back here at Pocono, folks, in the warm-up, getting some final fine-tuning action to these race cars. You got Ryan Patty ripping around up here. 53.55 lap time, Daryl, here. So we got 250 miles around here at Pocono. We're going to have a stage break at the end of lap 25, and then another one at the end of lap 50, and then we're going to go the distance after that.
Yep, absolutely. Just as you said, 100 laps. It's going to be a little bit of a long one. But, yeah, Jacob Malone is going to have the pole. We'll go through your entire lineup here once the drivers get gridded up. But Jacob Malone and Nathan Finnegan will be on the front row. And what do we got here?
Daryl R.W. just subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
Pretty
Congratulations.
sure he's made the best decision of his life.
Yes, he has. You know, honestly, Daryl, I really haven't seen anybody that's ever made a better decision, honestly. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, no, it's the day I married my wife. I'm like, no, that's your second best day.
Right.
But Kevin Banker currently in 5th. He's going to pull it in. He doesn't even want to use pit road, Daryl. He doesn't need to practice green flag stops.
Nah. Absolutely not. Plenty of real estate to get down on pit road.
Yeah, pretty easy pit road to get down. Oh, my goodness, look out. Jake Rowell here just absolutely demolished the wall. But, Daryl, it's my favorite time of the night. We are ready to get going. It's grid time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the Icon Cup Series, here at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono. Tonight's HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com starting lineup is as follows. Starting in the pole position of the number 54 machine, Jacob Malone on his outside. The 6 of Nathan Finnegan.
Starting on the inside of row number 2, the 78 machine, the leader in points, Brian Smith. To his outside, the 93, Zach Lockett.
Row number 3 on the inside in the number 22 Casey machine, Joshua Parent on his outside. The 36 of Bentley Glazer.
Inside of row number 4, the number 9 machine of Chris Mackey. To his outside, the 30 machine, Ryan Patty.
Row number 5 on the inside, the number 33 Mobile One machine, Jake Christenberry on his outside. The 8, Kevin Banker.
On the inside of row number 6, the 24 of Brock Persay. To his outside, the 12 or the 86 machine of, I think it's Sean Cochran.
Shane Cochran, that's close though.
Shane
That's a
Cochran.
good guess. That was a good guess. I don't know why his said S, but nonetheless, row number 7 on the inside, it's gonna be the 4 machine of Josh Smith. I don't know why it's shortening our names now, Daryl, but we're gonna go through it here. And on his outside, the 55, Mike Grinnell.
The inside, row number 8, the 28 of Patrick Colby. To the outside, the 52, Jeff Dillon.
Row number 8 on the inside of the 19 machine. Adam Ball on his outside. The 32, Cody Eldred.
On the inside of row number 10, the 96 machine of Paul Crumrage is outside the 88 of Chris Camber.
Row 11 is going to be Robert Blowen and Justin Bisonette.
On the inside of row number 12, the 69 machine of Hanover Fist.
That's your starting lineup, Daryl. We are racked up and ready to roll here at Pocono. Your front row on the inside, it's going to be the 54 of Malone. On the outside, the 6 of Finnegan. Pace car is in, Daryl. Green flag in the air, sponsored by HMS TV down the front stretch here at Pocono.
Joshua Parent already trying to go 3 wide, but Brian Smith is going to go 3 wide for the lead. Oh, he's almost going to turn the 6 machine. Nathan Finnegan.
Well,
They save it, Blake.
Jacob Malone says, figure it out, losers. I'm out front. He is in the top spot. Second position, you got Nathan Finnegan, followed by Parent, Lockett, and Smith.
That looked like a real-life start or restart in the NASCAR race today.
Yeah, well,
Going 3 wide right there. They're 4 wide, Blake.
my goodness, these guys are not giving an inch here. Look at this. You got a 4-wide battle. That's Bentley Glazer ripping the top. Daryl, there's not much speed up there.
Absolutely. Kevin Banker just absolutely moved Josh Smith or Ryan Patty. Said, get out of my way. Wow, this is an intense start.
Yeah, Daryl, I mean, these guys know you got to battle now early on because it is tough to pass later, and there's still 3, almost 4 wide in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, it is very difficult to pass here. Track position is key at a place like this. The tire fall off isn't all that strong, so track position is key.
Well, let's drop to the back here in the battle for last here, Daryl, in the 20.
The 28 machine is going around Patrick Colby. The
Look
4
out.
machine. Oh, the 99.
Oh, well, Hanover Fish just hit the wall for no reason, Daryl. Caution is out. Let's try to find where this all started. It's like the 4, like you said, of Smith is junk. That's Jacob Smith, I believe. Again, I don't know why it changed our information here to show Jay Smith, but we're going to get through it here, folks, and it looks like Lexi G just subscribed to HMS TV. Daryl, you have any info on what happened? I don't have anything that brought out this caution in my log.
Yeah, we want to start with the 36 machine. He has a checkup. Bentley Glazer has a checkup on the 36. That causes the 8 machine to check up. They're basically just a big accordion effect, and then the 4 car hit the 28.
Oh, here we go.
There it is right there. There's the checkup. There's the wreck. Fishes them off. Yep.
All right, let's see it from the 28 of Patrick Colby. Really nothing he could have done here. Just a big checkup. He gets in it. The 4 bumps him. The 30 nowhere to go. He bumps the 4. And the 4 I don't think touches the brake. He just hits the 28 10 times. And then the 39 with the arc brake.
Absolutely. Yep.
Definitely a
Call that
racing deal there,
racing
Daryl.
deal. Yep. Oh, no. Yeah, I heard the same thing you heard from Race Control. Just a racing deal. Just a lot of checkups.
Well, not what Jacob Malone wanted to see. He had a good start there going, but we got caution number 1 underway here, Daryl, only on, what was that, lap 2. So we're currently on lap number 3. Well, we're 3% of the way done here tonight, Daryl.
Yeah, we absolutely are. And, you know, we haven't locked in our picks yet to win.
Oh.
I'm going with that 6 machine of Nathan Finnegan. He
wow.
was fast in practice. He's 3rd in points, I do believe.
He's heading down pit road, it looks like.
He's heading down pit road. Absolutely. Well, this is
Interesting.
very interesting. I wonder how much gas they have.
Must be close. I know they have. Actually, let's bring up the rules real quick, Daryl. I got those situated. Take a look at your screen here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV Icon Cup Series here at Pocono. We are underway at Pocono Raceway. Track temp 98 degrees. It's dry out, thankfully. 5 sets of tires, no fast repairs, 60% fuel. So not sure how far that can get these guys around here, Daryl, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure with 60% fuel, you cannot make it to the end of the stage at lap 25 unless there's a lot of cautions. So that's exactly what most of the field did, with the exception of about 8 cars stayed out. Most of the field came down and topped off to make it to the end of the stage.
Yeah, well, Daryl, you know what? I'm not a real, I guess, shocker picker here, so I'm going to go with Brian Smith to win this race. He's won 8 races already this season. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm taking the favorite, Brian Smith.
I was just trying to be different, you know?
I don't blame you. I mean, that's a solid pick. We know that 6 machine's going to be quick here, but we also know Brian's going to as well.
Well, Nathan, regardless if you're listening live or if you're listening after the fact, I got faith in you. I would never steer you wrong.
And just like Larry McReynolds. And now, Daryl, you know, you definitely heard the Larry McReynolds shout out earlier, but we also had Todd Gilliland on the shout out, and he was actually our Stage 2 winner in today's Cup race. So Todd Gilliland, he's a reporter for HMS TV. He's also a stage winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the stardom is real with Todd Gilliland for sure.
And we'll take a look here, and I'm trying to find, again, I'm trying to fix this issue of it showing just the first initial. Now, Daryl, the J Smith, that's Jacob Smith, correct?
I thought you said Jacob, or I thought you said Josh. I'm not sure. You know what? I'm going to figure it out right now.
Yeah, if you could double check that again, I'm trying to manually fix this on the
out.
back end. Again, this is annoying. This has never happened before, but nonetheless, we're working through it here. Caution number 1's out. Malone, your race leader, as most of the guys went down pit road, but Malone unfortunately did not get the memo.
I can confirm it is Jacob Smith.
All right, that is great here as we get these names slowly fixed here. Working through here. Now, we also had Shane Cochran. We're going to get fixed up here. But Daryl, what else are you seeing out on the track here early on?
Just a lot of aggression. I mean, we talked about how track position is key, and we talked about how hard it is to pass. So I'm just seeing a lot of aggression really early, and that's okay to be aggressive, but you can also get caught up in a wreck, just like we've seen Jake Roel already is out of this race. So it's just and Hanover Fist out of the race, and probably a couple other cars with damage. So just gotta be careful.
And unfortunately, Hanover Fist may have overreacted a little bit there with that, and unfortunately got into the wall. So he's done for. But Jacob Malone, again, he's going to hold on to the race lead. You got Zach Lockett second, followed by Chris Mackey, Kyle Diaz, and Joshua Parent. As we are racked up, ready to roll. We're going to get things back going here at Pocono, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to have Jacob Malone and Zach Lockett be on the front row as the field comes out of 4. Pace truck is off. The cars are entering the juicy spot restart zone, and green flag is in the air.
Clean and green here. We had some issues with the camera, but we are good to go. SDK not cooperating, but Jacob Malone shaking the draft going into turn 1. He's trying to win this race already, Daryl.
Absolutely. He just wants that fresh air, wants to make sure he gets it, and he does have it.
Look at this back here, Daryl. These guys going 4 wide there briefly.
Yeah, it is an absolute mess. And we are going to see most of the wrecks most likely happen right here in this tunnel turn. It's
Now, Daryl,
very narrow.
How come they call it
go
the
ahead.
tunnel turn? I just don't understand.
Well, yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally lost. Somebody in the chat knows why it's called the tunnel turn. Be sure to let us know. But, hey, nonetheless, Daryl, look at this hard racing right here. You can throw a blanket over about 6 of these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have... Yeah, they're just right there.
Cody Eldred, he's ripping the top here. He says, you know what, I'm going to run the Larson line up top. It's quick. Currently in the 15th position, but we go back out front here. Daryl, your race leader, still Jacob Malone with Zach Lockett right behind him. But if you remember right, most of our field went down pit road, but right now, Daryl, our top 6, they did not pit on lap 3. Everybody else basically did.
Absolutely. Top 6 did not come down in pit, and neither did the 08 that's in P9 did not come down to pit. Everybody else did. So if this stays clean and green, it's going to be really interesting to see, can they make it to the end of the stage?
Yeah, it looked like it was a fuel-only stop for everybody. Nobody went down and got tires after a couple laps. So, again, it's all a fuel game here. We're going to find out if it pays off because it's only a 25-lap stage. So these guys can obviously make it to the end of stage 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And also with the top 6, you may be able to make it to the end of the stage, but then you have to go all the way around the track again, you know, pick up the pace car, and then be under caution. So they got to have enough gas to make it to pit road, too, after the stage.
Absolutely. As we look at Brian Smith, currently in the 6th position, he is the leader of this alternate strategy that all went down pit road on lap number 3. So that's good to know for him. But how about this 26 car, Kyle Diaz? What a paint scheme. I think he needs to get a hold of Bubba Meyer's Custom Designs, who's up high in the sky. Folks looking for a paint scheme, they started just $25 at Bubba Meyer's Custom Designs on X or Discord, or you can get a hold of them in the HMS TV Discord, discord.gg/HMS TV.
So on my monitor, like I actually do see a paint scheme for that 26.
Oh.
I see a NASA energy drink paint on that 26 of Kyle Diaz. So just let you know.
All right, well, we'll try to get those updated here as we stay clean and green here at Pocono. Not much else going on up front. Fastest lap of the session just turned by Zachary King in the 47.
There's that 26 machine. You see it now? Yeah.
Now, the rest of them are going to load in here, folks. You're going to see a bunch of great cars. I hate doing this during the race, but it's early enough in the race. We may as well.
Kyle Diaz still could get a paint from Bubba Meyer.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, for just $25, I mean, why not? Well, let's look through the field here, Daryl. Your hard chargers of the evening. Zachary King started in 30th. He's running 4th. He is on the move.
Yeah, he's up 26 positions. Definitely because most of the field came down pit road and topped off gas, but doesn't matter.
Daryl, about 3 of our viewers let us know there's tunnels underneath the turn. That's why it's called the tunnel turn. I never would have thought that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Oh, I get it. Well, that's good to know. We drop back Jake Christenberry here in the 13th position. We take a look here. Hop on board. Look at this view.
Now, I have a very important question. Did Christian Taylor put in his signature camera in any of these cars for this race?
Oh, you're talking about the wingback cam?
Yes.
Unfortunately, no. The wingback cam was discontinued, even though it's such a goated camera.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm sure our fans are going to miss the wingback cam. But meanwhile, though, out front, still Jacob Malone. He's led, I think, every lap since the start of this race. And, yes, he has 11 laps in the books. 11 led for Mr. Jacob Malone. We got one off pace. Look out.
Yep, that's Jacob
4.
Smith in the 4 machine. Absolutely. With the meatball flag, very slow. He can't even steer the car, Blake. He's up against the wall.
Hopefully he's able to get off the track. There we go. He's going to take the hard left end. He's a lap down. He's junked. Rough night for Smith, and he was unable to get to pit road, Daryl. He's going to have to tow it.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, though, staying up against the wall, making sure that he got out of the leader's way as they went by. Even though it is going to cost him, he's going to have to go all the way back around now to pit road. That's pretty unfortunate.
Absolutely. It's going to be a long night for him because he's going to fall multiple laps down. He was already down a lap or 2. Well, now he's going to be down, I don't know, maybe 4 by the time he's finished. Justin Bissonette here, Bissonette. I don't remember what we decided it was, Daryl.
It's a Bissonette, officially Bissonette.
There we go. Bissonette. I'm sure I'll still call him Bissonette. But, hey, nonetheless, he's in the 18th position trying to make some moves on the 32 of Cody Eldridge.
Well, let me just say that is the U.S. English way of saying his last name. Now, if he's if it's another, something or another, could be pronounced a little different. But anyway,
we'll find out for sure eventually. But hey, nonetheless, Jacob Malone, he doesn't care what his last name is because he hasn't seen him once.
He does have a mirror full of Brian Smith, though. However, Brian Smith did not pit on that first caution, did not top off. Now, he is riding right behind Jacob Malone, so this is a way for Brian Smith to save a little bit of fuel here. He just rides behind Jacob Malone.
I would say Brian Smith did top off on lap 3 while Malone did not. I'm not sure if we have different information, but...
I apologize. You're right. Brian Smith is the one who pit. Malone did not. So it actually maybe it would make sense for Malone to swap with the 78 unless he thinks he can make it.
We'll find out here. Just 12 laps remain in stage number 1. We are clean and green. Brian Smith is on the move, Darrell, looking for that 9th win. He told me earlier, Blake, I'm due for a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Connor Gerard says the 54 is using power from the Air Jordans. Darrell, do you think that's true?
That very well may be true.
We're going to find out. We're going to take the GC Spider drone cam down for a fly as he's trying to hold off hard charging 78 machine Brian Smith in second. Look at that run he's got, Darrell. He's going to go up top and try to get a run down this long straightaway coming up.
He's not going to quite get the run. Not this lap anyway, or not that corner anyway.
I'll tell you what Jacob Malone needs to work on is this decal right here.
Oh, that's true.
Double. It's good looking paint though other than that. But hey, nonetheless, this number 54 car looking good. He has led a lot of laps, but now he's got some competition for sure. Good run here for the 78 machine, Brian Smith. 10 laps left to go here in stage number 1. Smith looking to the outside. Can he find a way to get around this 54? Looking to the inside here, Darrell. Jacob Malone going to give up the race lead. Brian Smith, new race leader out front.
Yeah, Jacob Malone may not want to give it up. We'll see here.
One thing to think of, I mean, again, most of these guys went down pit road on lap 3. Malone did not. I mean, is he going to have enough to make it in the stage here? I honestly have no clue. We know there's 60% fuel, but I don't really know what that's going to amount to.
Yeah, it's a little quiet just a little bit ago because I was listening to some comms, and Jacob Malone was begging Brian Smith to let him save some more fuel. And I think Brian Smith said something along the lines of, well, I'm not that nice.
Well, Brian Smith, he's not here to make friends. He's here to win races, and he's doing a good job at it. We got some battles here a little bit further back. Looks like Kyle Diaz sitting in the 5th position in that number 26 NAS Energy machine. Now, Darrell, this came over the comms real quick. This is from earlier. You mentioned Jacob Malone. Here we go.
Let me save fuel while we did, bro, please.
That's Jacob Malone, and here's Brian Smith's response.
Dude, I'm not that nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Well, we got some battles right here. Chris Mackey, after starting in the 7th position, finds himself running a solid 9th here tonight. Looking like a top 10 car in that Sim Magic number 9 machine.
Yeah, looking good for Chris Mackey. He's down 2 positions, which isn't bad this early in the race. Only down 2, but it looks like he's got game 1 right now. Possibly as he goes side by side with Zachary King at 47.
Boy, now these two were arguing in the chat over the week, Darrell. Zachary King and Chris Mackey. So these two are not buddies. They do not like each other.
Well, they just door banged going into that tunnel turn.
Now, Daryl,
So-
what tunnel turn? What's that?
Well, we find out there's an actual tunnel underneath
What?
that turn. Therefore, it's called the tunnel turn. As they door bang again, and unfortunately, Chris Mackey just does not have any draft on the inside. He is going to fall back here.
Yeah, Kristen Berry says, you know what, Mackie, you're kind of slow. I'm going to push out my good buddy Zachary King, and Zach King takes back the 8th spot. That's moving Mackie all the way back to 10.
Bentley Glazer is also going to capitalize on Chris Mackey. Bentley Glazer, I found out, Blake, is the husband of Nikki Glazer, the comic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's incredible. No
Yeah,
wonder you got the
absolutely.
Mountain Dew paint scheme.
Yes. Yeah.
But hopefully
There you go.
Bentley's a little funnier than the wife Nikki
Yeah. Hopefully.
is. She's not funny at all. But Brian Smith, he's feeling pretty funny here tonight. Going to be 6 laps left to go in stage number 1, 9/10 of a second lead. Now, Daryl, it's going to get interesting. Are these guys who did not hit on lap 3, are they going to make it or not? And wow, these guys running all the way down to the inside
Ooh.
wall.
I just don't know. I'm going to take a guess and say no if it stays green. I think maybe some of the guys that stayed out were thinking, oh, we already had a caution on lap 2. We'll have more cautions in the first 25 laps. We'll have enough gas to save. The fact that this has gone green the rest of the way since then, I don't think they have enough.
Well, I'm assuming the pits are going to close when we get to 2 to go, but we're going to find out here. So we'll keep an eye, especially on Jacob Malone. We know he wasn't worried about saving fuel as your race leader earlier, so he'll be the first one to head down pit road if any of them need to.
Take a guess and say that, well, it's not really a guess, but they, like you said, the pits will close soon. So I think either this time by or next time by, if they have to pit for fuel, they will.
You know, the good news for him, well, I mean, you may as well wait till 3 to go and you can kind of flip the stage, at least get something out of it if possible. So we'll definitely keep an eye out here, but Kevin Bankert finds himself running in the 14th position, looking to make a move on Joshua Parent there in the 22.
Absolutely. They're side by side going through the tunnel turn. Blake, the tunnel turn.
I just don't understand, Daryl. Confusing.
And Jacob Malone is not pitting. So, oh, I do
Kyle
see one
Diaz.
taker down pit road. Yep.
Yeah, Kyle Diaz heading down pit road. That's a bad sign, Daryl. I don't think any of these guys are going to make it that stayed on fuel. So with Kyle Diaz down pit road, I think that kind of spells things out for what we're going to see from Mr. Jacob Malone.
Adam Ball coming down pit road as well.
So we'll
All right,
keep
here
an
we
eye
go.
on-
Well,
Yep.
yep, I was just going to say, we'll keep an eye on it right now. We're coming out of the tunnel turn. They keep an eye on Jacob Malone as he comes down here the short straightaway. Going to come into turn 3. And let's see if he dives it down here on pit road. Maybe he won't.
Well, he's going to take it all
He
the
will
way
not.
to 2 to go next time around, or it'll be 3 to go next time. So here comes Zach Lockett, though. He's just a few spots behind him. He's down pit road, and Chris Mackey and Taylor as well. So I think there's only a couple remaining that haven't pit yet. Risky move to stay out from Malone till the very end, because if he gets a caution here or something, Daryl, he's got to make it around a couple times.
Absolutely. There's only Jacob Malone, Zachary King, and Joshua Parent who did not pit on that first caution that are still out on the track.
Yeah, here's Zachary King in the 7th position, and then Joshua Parent behind him in the 10th spot. Got a good battle right here, though, Daryl. The 22 of Parent, he's holding that bottom line. I think he's thinking about doing something here soon.
Jacob Malone still staying out on the track, Blake.
Well, Parent is as
He's
well.
got
so-
enough gas to do it.
Wow, maybe these guys can make it. I'm kind of shocked, though, Daryl, because, I mean, most of them did pit, so we'll see if it works out. 2 to go. The pits should be closed, so I don't know if they close them or not here, though, but nonetheless, Brian Smith out front by about 0.8 of a second.
They have officially closed the pits. So if they do pit now, they'll be in trouble.
Hopefully Malone can find enough in the tank, because if he can't, Daryl, it's going to be a costly mistake. But he's got the 30 machine of Patty right behind him with the 6 of Finnegan right there as well.
Jacob Malone absolutely not going to pit, so he's committed, Blake, to go the rest of the stage.
Ryan Smith trying to shake the draft. He wants Malone to run out of fuel. He knows he's his toughest competition here tonight. So Smith doing everything he can to get it done. Last lap around, though, Daryl. Brian Smith trying to bring home the stage win here. Stage number 1, Icon Cup Series here at Pocono. Is Malone going to hold on to the second spot, or can the 6 of Finnegan make the pass?
Looks like Jacob Malone, as long as he has the fuel, he's going to hang on here as they go into turn 3.
There they are out of turn 3. Daryl, to the line they go. Going to be the green and white checkered flag. Brian Smith, your stage 1 winner. Malone second. Finnegan and Patty third and fourth. Not sure who got the spot.
I believe it was Nathan Finnegan and then Ryan Patty. And Jeff Dillon rounds out the top 5.
Well, Malone better save some fuel so we can get around here to the pits. So, Daryl, we're going to take a quick break here, thank some sponsors, and we're going to be back here with stage number 2 action, Icon Cup Series, right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We are back here at Pocono. Pit stops are done. Brian Smith, your race leader, and Daryl, trouble for Malone under caution. Is that right?
Yeah, that is right. He had no choice but to pit before the pits opened when that caution came out, so he's got to go to the back.
Yeah, not good for him. But real quick, Daryl, let's talk with our Stage 1 winner and the guy that wins every week, it looks like, Brian Smith. Let's get him in here. Brian, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Hey, I mean, you're out here. You win Stage 1. You're looking for win number 9 on the season. You have to be feeling fairly confident out front.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to move through the field like I did there after I topped off and started Stage 1. But, yeah, it was certainly a confidence booster to be able to do that. Some of those guys had to save. I know the 54 was saving fuel there a little bit, so I'm not sure if we really saw what he had. But, yeah, it's a really tight setup tonight, so it's just all about managing that right front tire and going to have to play strategy at the end to keep that track position and hopefully stay up front.
Now, Brian, we know this stage is going to be 25 laps. You think, I mean, you'll be very likely to make it to the end. We know Malone made it to the end, but he had to pit when the pits were closed there because he was out.
I do think we'll make it. I think we're going to take the green on lap 30, and I think a full fuel run's 22 or 23 laps. So
Gotcha.
I think we're good, but I don't know. We'll see if maybe being up front, use a little more fuel. We'll just have to keep an eye on it.
We'll find out. Daryl, you got anything for our Stage 1 winner, Brian Smith?
No, just great job on winning the stage, and good luck the rest of the way.
Oh, thanks, guys.
All right, well, best of luck here, Brian.
Thank you.
There's Brian Smith, your Stage 1 winner. He's racked up, ready to roll. But, yeah, Daryl, like he said, these guys should be able to make it just fine on Stage 2. And you may be asking, what's the difference? They're both 25 laps. Well, with the caution, Daryl, that saves about 4 or 5 laps of fuel. So these guys should be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll be good to go. He's right. They're going to restart here. And the pace truck leads them off. And they're in the juicy spot of restart zone. Green flag in the air for the start of stage number 2.
There they go down the front stretch here at Pocono. Look at this long straightaway. They're going 3, maybe 4 wide. Look at these beautiful shots as they go through turn number 1. Smith, your race leader here at Pocono.
We got some 3 wide battles on the track. Trying to see that every restart going forward. They keep it clean and green coming into that.
Beautiful shots around the track. Look at this one here. Brian Smith leading Patty Finnegan, Dylan, and Kristen Berry rounding out the top 5. And oh my goodness! Oh! Wow, that's a lap around Pocono, hard to the wall in the back. And only. I believe it was the 24 machine of Brock Hersey. I'm going to go with Hersey in the 23rd position.
You go with Hersey, I'm going to go with Hersey.
One of us
can
right.
be right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably something totally different. Maybe the S is silent. Who knows? But Daryl, rumor has it there's some big fights happening somewhere in the country. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. They're about ready to have their first one. It's so odd seeing it on the White House soft lawn. A lot of people are either think it's amazing or think it's awful, but either way, we got that going on. But you don't have to tune over to that. You can see it right here.
Oh yeah.
It's HMS TV Plus. We can give you all the updates if we want to. You don't have to go anywhere.
We're going to totally spoil the fights for you so you don't switch over. So don't worry. Anytime a knockout or anything happens, Daryl's going to jump up and scream real quick and let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have it up on the monitor, Blake.
All right.
You can tie into with our IT that we have up here in the booth.
Let's go. All right, well, we got everything ready to roll, folks. Fighting the White House lawn. You don't need to watch it. We'll let you know so you don't have to. You're right here, tuned in to the world's #1 streaming service. Icon Cup Series action. Tricky Triangle. Who needs the White House?
Absolutely. Something going on with Chris Camburn. And the idiot machine, he stopped on the track, Blake.
Oh, he's doing
In
donuts. He
between
thought he
2 and
won.
3. Yeah, he thought the race was over.
Take a look here, Daryl. Get a replay right here. 54 says, get out of the way, loser. To be fair, 54, I mean, 88 had to check up for a guy. Just kind of a bad racing deal there, unfortunately. So, bad news there for Chris Camburn.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a tough deal.
But Jacob Malone gets an end of line. Oh, that's probably from earlier, Daryl, I'm guessing. So Jake Roel is probably out of this race, has a meatball flag. Brian Smith, though, still your race leader. He's shaking the draft. He's racing hard.
Yeah, he absolutely is. It's an absolute rough night. That Ford machine down 15 laps. Just very unfortunate.
Yeah, this car is slow and it's junk, Daryl. Down
We have a
15
battle for
laps. Battle for the lead.
Got battle for the lead. Ryan Patty takes over the race lead.
Wow.
From Brian Smith.
I didn't think that Brian Smith was going to be able to be passed, but it has been done, folks. The unthinkable has been completed. Let's see the replay here, Daryl. Here it is. He shoots to the inside, gets the preferred line, and he says, later, buddy boy.
Man, look at the replay. We just missed a nasty block by Ryan Patty. Wow, they went all the way down to the inside wall.
Well, they're door to door here, Daryl, side by side for the race lead. That's Ryan Patty up top. You got Brian Smith on the bottom.
Ryan Patty saying that this is making some great TV, what's going on up in the front.
Absolutely. Trying to get, again, SDK having some issues here, folks. So, I know we seem a little bit off tonight. There's a lot going on in the background, and trust me, it could be a lot worse. But, hey, we got a battle for second here. Finnegan is trying to get around Smith.
If you notice, Ryan Patty is running a little to the inside on the straightaways. He's trying to keep those two side by side. Watch him here coming out of one. He's going to run low right here. Look at that. He's going to make sure that the 6 grabs the draft.
Look at
now
this.
He's going to go back up. Absolutely. He wants to keep them side by side.
These guys doing switcheroos, and yeah, this is some teamwork between Finnegan and Patty, which I don't blame him, Daryl. I mean, this guy's won 8 races. Brian Smith, you got to team up against him. When somebody's dominating like that, you got to do everything you can to beat him.
Yeah, they are absolutely screwing him over right now.
I love it, Daryl. Again, 2-on-1 action, and it's working. They're in the top 2 for now. Well, Patty is going all the way down, Daryl. Went out of frame there, down to the apron. I think he's maybe overdoing it a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but he's out to a 0.8-second lead, so whatever he's doing is working, and it's keeping Brian Smith in third with my pick to win Ethan Finnegan in P2. And Jeff Dillon, with all this battle, is closing the gap. He's only a second behind the race lead.
A good run for Jeff Dillon here tonight, Daryl, after starting back in the 16th position, finds himself all the way up to 4th. But he is not your hard charger. So we pull up your hard charger board, Zachary King. He was just a menace every single week, Daryl. I remember last week early on in the race, he was your hard charger. Let's see if he can do it here at Pocono.
Look at him snake down the front stretch the entire field. Or maybe not the entire field. Yeah, but the top 7.
I've seen some shaking the draft, but that's pretty crazy right there. But here comes the 78 of Smith to the back bumper of Finnegan for second.
Now, I will say that I did a next-gen race here at Pocono just a couple days ago or a few days ago, and cars that had like 10 or 12 lap or even 15 lap fresher tires, the fall off was not much between the people that had the older tires. Now, I know everybody's got the same tires now, so it doesn't matter at the moment, but just something to keep an eye on later. The tire fall off is not huge here at Pocono.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are already about 10 to 12 laps into the run, Daryl, and we're only looking at about a half-second fall-off, which on this
Look at
is
this
crazy.
snake. Oh, look at that.
I think he
That's
hit the
great.
inside wall. Yeah, Ryan Patty having some fun with it. I think he's purposely maybe overdoing a little bit, but hey, that's fun to see for sure. Ryan Patty looking quick here tonight.
Yeah, it absolutely is fun to watch, for sure. Having fun. You gotta have a little bit of fun, as this race isn't even halfway over.
Oh, yeah, long way to go here. But like I was saying, though, I mean, only about a half-second a tire fall-off after 10 laps or more, which, you know, sounds like, oh, that's a normal amount. It's really not. I mean, here at Pocono, we're looking at 54-second lap time. So, I mean, we're not your typical 20-second lap time of a short track. These are long laps, and a half second's really not much.
No, not at all. They're going to come around turn 3 here. So let's see what happens here again on the front stretch. What does Ryan Patty do? There he goes, Blake. Oh, he's going to
tricked
duke
him.
it.
He tricked him.
Oh, he's going to go down again.
Finnegan didn't bite for the second one. He said, all right, I'll bite once, but not twice. That was a good move there by Patty. He's been going all the way down to the inside wall, and Finnegan was ready for it, but Patty halfway down said, nope, going back up. Let's hop on board, though, with your second place car. Here, see what he's saying out his front windshield. We're on board. Nathan Finnegan in second. Uh-oh, gets loose. Got to get out of the throttle. He's going to lose a little bit of ground there.
Yep, absolutely, just a little bit of ground. Oh, 96 machine of Paul Crumray is stopped in the middle of the track in between 2 and 3.
Here it is,
And
Daryl.
that
Take a
is
look.
going to throw a caution.
96. 28 just dumps him. Says, get out of the way. You're slow. There you have it.
Just barely touched the wall, so if anything, maybe just a few seconds of damage. He'll be able to recover from that, no problem.
Now, Daryl, we're halfway through this stage. I think everybody goes down pit road here. I don't know, though. You can make it on fuel. It could be interesting. You may see some guys stay out. But if I'm up front, I'd rather, you know, just get the fresh tires, even though they're not a huge difference, top off on fuel and be ready to roll.
I honestly think it's all about where you're at in the point standings. You know, like if you're Brian Smith, maybe you don't care about trying to get stage points as he's got a massive lead. But also, he might want to go ahead and pit or maybe just stay out. I don't know. I think he pits just to make sure he flips the stage. But we'll see here.
We're going to find out. You know, if I'm in the top 5 here, I'm pitting. But if I'm like, you know, back there in 15th or back, you know, maybe I stay out. But we're going to find out what's going on here shortly because they're going to head down pit road any moment. We're going to hop on board with your race leader, Ryan Patty, see what he elects to do. Here we go, Daryl. What's he going to do? Does he fake him out, or is he really headed down pit road?
I think he is going to go down. Oh, no, he's going to fake.
Psych! Well, Finnegan, the old trickster, staying out there. You got Jeff Dillon. He's going to stay out, followed by Kristen Berry, Lockett, Glazer, by Bissonette, Ball, Bankert, Malone. And then everybody else essentially heading down pit road. And ladies and gentlemen, we just got a subscription come through. I believe it said Brandon. Let's take a look. There we go. Brandon Pevahouse, Daryl, just made the best decision of his life. He subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. We're going to take a quick break as these guys top off some fuel for the most part. We're going to get things going. Caution number 3 is underway. We'll be right back. We are back here at Pocono. Daryl, Ryan Patty elected to stay out, as well as Dylan, who's going to start right beside him. Looking back here, Daryl, looks like Nathan Finnegan, Brian Smith going to restart back in 16th. So they gave up that premium track position they had to get the fresh tire. Well, they got 2 tires, I think, and topped off on fuel.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 tires and fuel. A lot more people stayed out this time around. So, yeah, Brian Smith, like you said, is going to restart 16th with Nathan Finnegan 17th.
And Daryl, so I'm looking at these UFC fights. Is there a sniper or something? I saw a guy laying flat on his back.
Oof. No, he just got knocked out by Diego Lopez. That fight is over.
Wow. Well, Daryl, that fight's over, but this fight's just about to get back started. Pace truck heading in, gonna be Patty on the inside. Dylan on the outside, on your feet, off your seats, green flag back in the air. Here, Pocono.
Patty gets off to an amazing start as we already have some 3 wide.
Look at this shot down this long straightaway, Daryl. Heading into turn number 1, 3 wide through much of the field. Getting Nancy here, Daryl. Seeing 3, maybe 4 wide.
This is intense right here. I'm going to take a guess there's a wreck in the tunnel there. Like,
We'll find out going into the tunnel turn right now. Daryl says there's going to be a wreck. It's looking pretty clean, though.
kept it clean. Still some 3 wide in the back of the pack. Oh, there it is.
A little late, Daryl. Oh, man. Oh, I'm not sure who that was, but he cannot be happy. That's Chris Camburn. What a night for him.
Yeah, he has a meatball flag.
He tried to park it to get the caution. Yeah, he is not happy. Now, Daryl, he's a number 88 roto-wire machine. I'm not shocked he's wrecking every week.
Yeah, ooh, tough break for him. He's very upset that there was not a caution. But
It's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I mean, we're here at Pocono. These are minute lap times, 1 car off pace. I'm kind of glad there wasn't a caution. I get it sucks, though, Daryl, when you're that driver in that situation. You're not happy about it, but everybody else is, they're all right with it.
I mean, we're on lap 45 right now. If we had a caution for every single time there was a single car wreck, I mean, we'd probably be only on like lap 25 by now. So can't throw a caution for every single car accident that happens, unfortunately. So
right now we hop on board. Patrick Colby in the 8th position. Behind him on that low line, you see Brian Smith trying to work through some traffic after heading down pit road. Only 5 laps left to go here in stage number 2.
yeah, Brian Smith is in a mess right now trying to get through this field. Kevin Banker in the 8 machine, Jeff Dillon, Adam Ball, Patrick Colby. Just a mess of cars around Brian Smith. He better be careful.
Daryl, it looks like Drunken Spider is just dying to take this Juicy Spider drone cam out. We want to take a look. Look at this car here. Something a little unique on this one. Take a look. Look at that, Daryl. What do you think of that? Next Lab Weather. Never heard of it, but that's pretty cool. Got some radar stuff, all kinds of stuff on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely a neat-looking machine. Weather Pulse.
Oh, look out. Almost
Very
gets
nice.
into the 8th there, and Smith almost gets into his back bumper. But I'll tell you who would like this paint. That's Jesse Becker. I don't know if you know this or not, but he's a big weather nerd, and I say that with all due respect. Like, he is a hyper weather nerd. He's got all these subscriptions, and he's always studying models and everything.
Yep, I was aware of that. Guy loves weather, which is great.
Great for us. You know, a lot of times I'll message him like, hey, Jesse, what's the weather looking like here today? And most people would just pull up, weather.com, here's your weather. Not Jesse. He'll literally research it and everything. Oh, look out, Malone.
Ryan Patty out to a 1 second lead over Jake Christenberry and Zach Lockett, Jacob Malone, and Bentley Glazer. Rounding out the top 5.
Oh, he prefers when you call him Nikki's husband, actually.
That's true. That's true.
Bentley Glazer, Nikki's husband, in the 3rd position here. Let's see if we can bring home a top 5 for stage number 2. I'm sure that would make him pretty happy. What did it say? Happy Mr. Happy Life? Is that right, Daryl?
Something like that, yep.
Yeah, well, we got a 3-car battle there for second. They're trying to go 3 wide. 2 laps left to go here in stage number 2. Look at this battle here, Daryl. These guys are going to junk each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Lockett has been trying everything possible to get in front of Jake Christenberry. Just has not been able to get it done just yet.
Side by side here, and don't count out don't count out Malone right there behind these two. See if he can make a move. Going to be 1 lap left to go this next time around for stage number 2. Now, Daryl, Connor Gerard in the chat says, just as a reminder, paint scheme of the night contenders are the 84, the 96, the 54, and the 8. So we'll keep an eye on the 54 right here. He is in contention of the most prestigious award in motorsports, the Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night. '96 in contention as well, Daryl. Right here he is. Paul Crumry, currently running 14th in that Bass Pro Shops, number 96. Let's go back out front. Looks like Patty has this locked up here for the stage win. And these guys getting a little antsy right here.
Yeah, they are. The 54, Jacob Malone's going to try to dive it down in the tunnel turn. Not going to work out as Brian Smith is going to capitalize on that mistake. Brian Smith going to get to his inside. Oh, we have a wreck. Joshua Parent has wrecked. And Jacob Malone is not happy about that because that was a single car accident that brought out a caution.
Yeah, it was. Well, here's what happened, Daryl. You know, and these might be, oh, he just catches the apron there. There you have it. So, fortunately, Joshua Parent loops it around, so that's going to be your stage 2 in the books. Ryan Patty, your stage 2 winner here, Daryl. So we're going to take a quick break, and once we get back after pit stops, we're going to talk with Ryan Patty after he brings home the stage 2 win here at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono, folks. Don't you go anywhere. Click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you here in just one moment. We are back here at Pocono. Shane Cochran taking over the race lead. Alternate strategy. He flipped the stage and pit back on lap 46, so he's going to take over the top spot. But our stage 1 winner, Ryan Patty, going to leave pit road in 4th. Let's get him in here, get a quick little interview here with our stage 2 winner of Ryan Patty. Ryan, Blake, and Daryl up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, fellas, how we doing?
Hey, pretty good. You were able to hold on and bring home the stage 2 win. Has to feel pretty good. You're going to be restarting about the 4th position here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, looks like actually P3. I think Robert went in, so we'll be starting behind the leader here, trying to get a good run off and see what we can do.
Now, we saw you shaking that draft earlier, Ryan, having some fun with it.
Yeah, obviously trying to break the draft and make the snake down the front straightaway. It's a little bit of fun. I got someone dropped a comment, said I wouldn't go all the way to the inside wall. Figured, you know what, we'll put a show on for him.
Yeah, well, you certainly did a lot of the time. And then there were some times like Finnegan was assuming you were going to go in, and you ended up juking him out and only went halfway down, huh?
I know. It's fun. It's all fun and games until this car catches a bump and hooks to the right. I did that at Gateway and wrecked the car doing it. So I'm always a little nervous anytime I try that.
Well, you got a lot of speed out there tonight. You've been sitting in the top 3 all evening long. And we know Smith's going to be some good competition. He's going to start right there behind you.
Yeah, I don't know if he got my Venmo or not, but if he can keep going in the pits and giving me positions, it'll be a big help.
Well, Daryl, what else are you seeing out of this 30 machine here tonight?
No, just a lot of speed. And Ryan, I actually would like to see everybody do a pit road race lap. That'd be cool. Just go on the other side of the wall. That'd be a lot of fun. If we could pull that
Throw a
off,
Joker lap in there?
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
that. We'll see if the race control can be quick enough with the clearing the black flags.
There you go.
Well, hey, Ryan, we wish you the best of luck for the rest of this one. Hopefully you can get that car back out front and park it in victory lane.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
There's Ryan Patty, our 3rd place finisher. They're racked up, ready to get back going here tonight, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. The pace truck shortly is going to pull off, and Cochran and Eldred is going to lead the field to green. Field is in the Juicy Spider restart zone, and the green flag is in the air for the start of the last stage.
Eldred with a good jump here, Daryl. He takes over the race lead. Cochran dropping like
wide.
a rock. Quickly, look out. There might be a wreck.
4 wide. 4 wide, Blake. There it is.
There we go. Look out. Oh, and the 33 is junk. Caution is out. Shane Cochran tries to flip the stage. Well, Daryl, I think it's safe to say that did not work well for him.
Absolutely not. He has a meatball flag.
Here's a replay, Daryl, as they go 4 wide into turn 1. Ryan Patty was there, unfortunately, and Cochran goes for a ride.
I'd have to maybe look at it one more time, but usually the person who takes a 4 wide is considered the aggressor. I wonder if they would call it on him. Let's do this one more time. He takes it 4 wide.
Just slow this down a little bit here, Daryl. Let's play this here and you can walk us through this.
Absolutely. So the 3 wide, the 30 car says, I'm going to take a 4 wide.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he takes him 4 wide, Daryl, but he does it pretty early. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, you're right. I
don't
agree
know.
with that.
What do you? I mean, look, he goes down pretty early here. Cochran knows he's there right now, and you see Cochran turn left here. I don't know. Who knows? Again, you guys be the judge. Let us know what you think. I mean, I don't think it was an aggressive. Well, I mean, it wasn't a blatant move for anybody. So just a rough racing deal. When you go 4 wide at Pocono, things aren't going to end well.
No, you're absolutely right. It was he made his intentions well known that he was going 4 wide well before that corner. So I take back my statement.
I mean, I can definitely see it both ways there. I mean, if you're Cochran, you're not happy. You at least want to get through turn number 1 without getting taken 4 wide. But unfortunately, I mean, Daryl, I mean, that kind of shows you the difference. Cochran pit on lap 46 less than 10 laps ago, and that's all it took for him to be basically a rolling roadblock.
Yeah, absolutely. Just unfortunate for him that he has to tow.
But we're going to rack them up here once again. Let's look through some driver radio, see what these guys are feeling. Well, Shane Cochran taking responsibility here over the radio, so good on him on doing that. Again, I mean, I'm not sure he really did anything like blatantly wrong or anything, but just a rough move, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, that's.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
I completely.
I thought the 54 was closer to me on the outside. I didn't mean to pinch it right. Sorry
Go
about
ahead,
that.
Darryl.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, in the moment right there, you just don't exactly know maybe where you're at on the track when you get put 4 wide like that. So you try your best. Yeah, it was a complete accident.
Yeah, I think Shane thought he left a lane on the bottom. Unfortunately, he didn't. So that's all that was. I mean, again, when you don't really practice going 4 wide at Pocono, so you don't really know exactly where you are on the track when that happens. But again, looking at the field here, Darryl, Cody Eldred, he went down pit road on lap 51 with everybody else, but he took fuel only. Everybody else has 4 tires up here.
Yep, absolutely. Other than, like you said, Cody, everybody else has 4 tires. Yeah, I mean, you have to go all the way back to Zachary King to find somebody who did not take 4 tires, up 13 positions in P17. But it looks like it was gas only for him as he just comes out of the pits. And also, Blake, just a side note, we talked earlier about with HMS TV Plus, you don't have to go anywhere for sports. We got the Carolina Hurricanes leading the Golden Knights 1-0 in Vegas. If Carolina wins this game, they're champions. Start of the second period.
Wow. Yeah, Darryl, I sure hope our Golden Knights can get through.
And if anybody cares, Ivory Coast beat Ecuador in the FIFA World Cup earlier today.
And Ivory Coast, looking like a stout team, Darryl. That's going to be a tough one to beat for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you have it. I mean, you're all caught up with your sports. You have no reason to go anywhere else.
There you go, Darryl. Well done.
Just be right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good point. Darryl said, just like, HMS TV Plus, we're keeping you in the loop, folks. You don't need to ever change the channel. We'll let you know everything going on. And let us know in the chat if there's another event you'd like an update on. We'll let you know because we cover all sports across the entire world.
There is. Blake, I'm so happy you said that there are other sports out there going on that we can let everybody know what's going on. So you don't have to turn over. The West Indies are beating Sri Lanka in cricket right now, just so you know.
How close is that one, Darryl?
It's not close at all. Yep. So, yeah. We got everything.
Now, actually, later today in cricket, I believe the USA plays the Netherlands. Is that right?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe this is wrong, but I don't know. Nonetheless, HMS TV Plus, we're keeping you up with your soccer, your cricket, your UFC, and your hockey. So, I mean, what more could you ask for, folks? You're not going anywhere. The Pocono 250 right here with the Icon Cup Series. Pace truck heading in, field set. It's going to be Eldred on the high side. Malone on the bottom side. Green flag back in the air here in Pocono. Here they come down this long front straightaway, Darryl. Are they going to take it 4 wide again? Only 3 wide this time.
Yeah, only 3 wide this time for now. Man, Ryan Patty wanted to take the lead. He got real tight. Wow, that was a close one. He wanted to go back up there against the wall, but just ran out of room. Ryan Patty going to lose some spots here.
And Jacob Malone going to take advantage. We saw him lose a lot of track position, Darryl, after stage 1. He had to pit when the pits were closed and had to take an EOL. Well, now he's back out to the race lead. Jacob Malone out front.
Absolutely. Did not take Ryan Patty long to get those spots back. Here he comes out of 3. He's got a huge momentum. We're going to see a pass for lead right here, Blake. This is a perfect camera for it, too.
I'm shocked the 54 didn't throw a block. He just kind of said, go on right by, buddy boy. The lead is all yours.
So fast. Maybe the 54 just wanted that high lane. The 30's not going to get clear. Yeah.
He's trying to chase him all the way down the track. Is it going to be enough? I think Malone's going to take it over. It looks like he's got it here for now, Daryl.
He does for now. He's going to cut off the air of the 30, the dirty air. That's why you see the extension of the lead right here for the moment. For Ryan Petty, he's going to take a little bit of a higher lane. He's going to get a really good exit out of the corner, and you're going to see him track down the 54 again.
Yeah, no, Daryl, I think shaking all the way down to the pit wall might have cost Ryan Petty a shot to stay side by side. But, hey, it was a chance he was willing to make. Hang on, Daryl. We forgot, in the chat. Thanks for shooting that out. Baby Film said Lewis Hamilton wins his first pole at Ferrari. He actually won the race. Daryl, that's his first win in years. So Lewis Hamilton, I was kind of shocked to hear that. I'm not a big Formula One guy, but good on him. I think he, his life's really looking up, Daryl. Starts dating Kim Kardashian, then he becomes a winner again.
He is dating Kim Kardashian?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. A lot of people say, oh, that's a red flag. She'll ruin your life. Well, Daryl, I saw a meme earlier. It said 2 negatives make a positive. The curse on Ferrari plus Kim Kardashian actually equals a positive.
Okay. Well.
Yep.
Yeah,
true.
I had no idea.
There you have it. Well, now you know, Daryl. HMS TV Plus can keep you up with all your sports, whether it's cricket, racing, doesn't matter. Now, Daryl, earlier today, Bangladesh, they lost a hard-fought battle with Australia in cricket as well.
Okay, well, I'm sure maybe there's somebody tuning in right now that cares.
There just may be one person that might care.
I doubt it.
Probably not.
But anyway.
But Jacob Malone, he doesn't care about cricket because he is your race leader. 40 laps remain, and Daryl, these guys, we know they're going to have to pit once more. Let's see when they want to do it here. I'm thinking probably with 25 laps left to go or less for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to want to definitely go as long as possible to make sure they have enough gas. As we know, they couldn't make it 25 laps at the beginning of the race. They had to top off to be able to make it, so we should see them at least go a little past 75.
If they can make it there, I mean, these guys went down pit road, Daryl, at lap 51. So, again, if you're doing math, you got to make it 24 laps to even get to 75. So there's really not a big pit window here, Daryl. I mean, you're going to have to pit at the very earliest, 74, 75, but you can't really go any earlier than that.
Yeah, that's it. Like you said, they've got another wreck. Zachary King, I believe, in the 47.
Oh, he's jumped. See what happened here.
Oh
my goodness, a 96 just with some payback. Oh, man, let's see what brings this caution out, Daryl. Here it is. Oh, the 47 just comes down the whole track. 96 was there, and there you have it. Oh. Look at this here to finish this one off. You think this is intentional, Daryl? I know it is.
It's absolutely intentional. Absolutely intentional.
Well, Paul Crumry, he had a shot at the Connor Gerard paint scheme of the night. Well, he doesn't anymore. Let's hop on board here. Then there's a 47 coming across his nose. Not clear, he would say. And then Crumry loops it around, and then this is when the payback happens. He sees him right now. He's seeing red of Daryl. He floors it.
Yep.
Bam. Never lifts.
Yep. And Michael Taylor got involved as collateral damage. How is Michael Taylor related to Christian Taylor?
Oh, it's actually they're third cousins.
Okay.
Twice removed by marriage, so it's a distant relationship there.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just checking.
And he is not a fan. I talked to Michael. I said, hey, what do you think of our good buddy Christian Taylor? He said, I can't stand that guy. I was like, whoa.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Not at all. Well, Daryl, this is going to shake things up a little bit. I mean, you're probably not going to. Well, I don't know. You could pit here, and then you could take a shorter pit stop later. But I think most of your race leaders are going to stay right where they are.
Yep. I don't think they have a choice but to stay right where they're at. They're going to fake like they're going to come in. Oh my goodness!
What do we know, Daryl? What do we know?
What do we know?
I'm shocked.
Even the people,
everybody,
even the people that Yeah, even the people that pit most recently on the last caution even come down, like Brian Smith. He comes down with them.
I guess it kind of makes sense because, I mean, you're pushing it because, again, you'd have to get to lap 75, which is already hard enough. And then at that point, then you got to save some fuel to get to the end again. So, I don't know. I guess it makes sense. We're going to see if we see some 4-tire stops, 2 tires, or what. All right, Ryan Patty leaves. Daryl, he goes fuel only. So, Patty's going to be the first car off of pit road. Robert Blauen, I think he did a no-stop drive-through again. I mean, I don't know if this guy's just a troll or what he's been doing, Daryl. This is the second time he's done it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sure either.
He did it earlier. He did it again. I don't know what this guy's doing. Robert Blauen, he's a Canadian troll, currently in the second position. Went down pit road. He elected, I don't need any service, actually. So here he is. He's currently in second. Cinch McCoy in the chat, though, Daryl says, so far no sloppy Joes have been harmed during the making of this live stream. He's referring to the Average Joe Sim Racing League on Thursday nights.
Can I make an announcement?
Go ahead, Daryl.
You may not believe me, but I swear on my life, I had sloppy joes for dinner.
Oh,
that's great. Sorry.
It's disgusting, Daryl. I haven't had a sloppy Joe since I was in, like, elementary school.
Oh, come on. They're good.
They're not very good, especially with the prices hamburger are. I mean, now it's like a luxury meal. It used to be a cheap meal. Now it's not.
Oh, here comes the 84 again.
Yeah, he's trolling, Daryl. I tell you what. I mean, this guy, he's a Canadian troll. Is he actually going to pit this time? What do you think?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think he does. I think he does. There we go.
Yeah, here he comes.
Here he comes. Yep. Unless he just keeps going. No, he's going to do it. So there it is. Canadian troll, Robert Blauen down pit road. He's going to get some service. 4 tires for the Canadian.
As Bo Nickel just knocked out his opponent in UFC.
A lot of knockouts tonight, Daryl.
Absolutely.
Now, Daryl, when is the Hell in the Cell match with The Undertaker tonight?
Well, it's not tonight, but that will be inside the White House, actually.
Oh.
Hell in the Cell. Yeah. It's
inside the ballroom, right?
It's going to be inside. No, not the ballroom. It's actually going to be in the bedroom.
Oh, wow, the bedroom.
The president's, the bedroom, whatever they call it. There's a fancy name for it, but anyway.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All I know is the Oval Office, and I know the West Wing, and that's about all I know about the White House. But Patrick Colby, though, he's the only one that didn't go down pit road to top off on fuel. He last pit on lap 51. I think he can make it around lap 75. We're going to find out. So can't make it too much further, maybe 10 to 12 laps at the most.
Yeah, absolutely. And real quick here, we have Sweden and Tunisia coming up in the FIFA World Cup, but nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares about that because Finland is playing Sweden in cricket. Actually, that happened earlier today. Sweden actually won.
As the pace truck pulls off, the leaders are in the juicy spot of restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
Big shove there on the outside line. These guys are not messing around here tonight. I think they're going to play friendly in the turn one, Daryl. My guess is no.
Nope. Here comes the 53, making it 3 wide.
4 wide, maybe 5 wide. I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, look out. Look out. Oh, no, they're 4 wide.
They're 4 wide. They're not going to make it out of this corner, Blake.
Oh, no. We're going to find out if they can do it. Oh, wow. 4 wide through basically the entirety of turn number 1. Brian Smith says, you got to be kidding me. This is crazy.
Here comes that dangerous tunnel turn.
Ryan Patty out front here. He's feeling good. Back out to the race lead. You got Malone second. Colby third, followed by Finnegan. And Lockett rounding out your top 5.
Wow, Nathan Finnegan slides way up the track. Got really tight. Lost the position to Zach Lockett as they're sneaking their way down to the inside wall again, Blake.
Well, Ryan Patty's out front. You know what that means, Daryl. These boys going to be snaking it every single straightaway, and he's having a blast doing it.
Absolutely. We also got to keep an eye on Patrick Colby. He's in P3. Did not pit that last caution. So we got to keep an eye on him. But as I told you earlier, tire fall off is not a huge thing here. As you see Patrick Colby doing a really good job staying up here in P3.
Yes, he is. You know, just a question of if he can make it to that lap 75 target, which I think he can. He got the 93 on his bumper. And the good news for him, Daryl, everybody's going to have to still pit. So he's probably got to pit under green here soon. But again, everybody else is going to have to as well. And, you know, a lot of places pitting under green is bad. Well, here it's actually good. Pitting under yellow is not what you want.
I'm just getting a chuckle out of this snaking on the front stretch. It's incredible. The camera that you're showing is just the best view of it. Every single lap is very entertaining.
There goes Patty down to the bottom. Look at him. He's going down to the apron, getting chased there by Malone. Ryan Patty feeling good out front. 33 laps left to go. And Daryl, Ryan Smith, I don't know if he's got a race-winning car here tonight or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he's trying to make his way through the field. Do you have a GoPro in the back of Ryan Patty's car? I'd love to see that view if you do on the front stretch here. Yeah, here we go. Let's watch it from the GoPro here. Let's see him go all the way down.
Going down. Is he going to get to the apron? Yes, he is. Down to the pit wall. We love it.
That is cool. That's a good shot.
Man, he is using some serious real estate, and it's really not costing him any speed at all. But Daryl, you know what? Earlier I was feeling a little tired, and I didn't really know what to do. I wanted to get up. I couldn't wake up, and I saw Hustle Fuel sitting there, so I grabbed me 2 scoops, Daryl. I've been pumped up ever since. And did you know I got 20% off my order?
I did know, actually. HMS TV is the discount code for hustlefuelshop.com. Use code HMS TV, 20% off your order. And I believe, free shipping over $50, correct?
That is correct, folks. And I mean, honestly, it's such fairly priced. Getting 20% off is just a steal. I don't even know if they're making money on that. So be sure to use that code, stock up before it's too late, and that code goes away because it's just a limited time only. It's going to go back to 10% eventually. But for now, Ryan Patty holds on to your race lead, has a 0.2 of a second lead on Jacob Malone here at Pocono. Jacob Malone, he says, all right, I've had enough chasing you down there. I'm just staying up top.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a really good job of staying behind Ryan Patty, though. It's only a 0.2 second gap between them. Oh, and Kevin Banker, the 8 machine, Blake, he is stopped in between turns 2 and 3.
Take a look here, Daryl, see what happened. He kind of bumps.
Oh, the 06 just get out of my way.
Let's see, I think I think Bankert overshoots this corner and tries to correct his car. So right here, he kind of gets into the 52, checks up. 06 didn't really get the memo that he was checking up, and then wham, hard into the wall. So, I mean, I don't think the 06 did anything wrong there. I think Bankert just kind of made a little slip up.
Now, they're going to restart. They're on lap 71 right now. The leaders are. They're going to come down and pit, or they're going to cross the start-finish line 72 and restart around lap 74, I think 75. I think everybody pits here, Blake.
I don't think you can make it on fuel because, I mean, you still have to pace around those couple laps. It does burn some fuel. So, I mean, I don't know. Pitting here on lap 71, maybe 72, I don't know.
If there's enough cautions in the last 25 laps of the race, I think they can make it the rest of the way. Remember, we only saw like 1 caution the first 25 laps. All it takes is that 1 more wreck and that 1 more caution, and we're getting closer to the end of the race where people are going to be even more aggressive. I think you pit here, take 4 tires and fuel, hope for more cautions, and you're good to go.
Yeah, well, if I'm up front, I'm probably just going to keep the track position here. But if you're in the back, you definitely pit. You want to top off because then if those that stayed out, I don't know. Again, it's a 50-50 toss-up here. It really just comes down, are we going to get cautions or not? So if we get cautions, pitting is the right call for sure. But if we don't, it's not. Let's see if Patty actually goes down pit road here if he's doing another fake out.
He's going to do a fake out, but there are some takers, including Brian Smith, Blake. Brian Smith, Nathan Finnegan.
I like the call for Brian Smith. I mean, obviously he's got a fast car. He's a quick guy, wins almost every week, but he just was kind of stuck in 6th. So definitely try something different, like in this strategy for Smith. Hopefully he can save enough to make it the rest of the way.
I think if anything, you take the 4 tires and fuel here, and then if you do have to pit again, you just have to take less gas, especially under green flag. You can just take a shorter splash and go. So I like this call. These drivers taking, looks like Brian Smith took 2 tires. Yep, Finnegan took gas only.
Yep, fuel only for Finnegan, fuel only for Eldred. Smith goes 2 tires. Hersey goes fuel only. We got 2 tires for Grinnell, and then 4 tires for Colby, Glazer, and Bissonette. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, we have strategies all over the place. We have guys that stayed out, guys that did fuel only, 2 tires, 4 tires. I mean, who knows what the right call is?
Absolutely, as North Carolina is beating West Virginia in NCAA baseball, 5-2.
HMS TV Plus is coming through clutch here tonight, Daryl. Daryl, earlier today, the University of Georgia took down Texas in men's baseball 7-1. What a game that was.
Wow. Yeah. What a game.
Yep, you can only get that action right here on HMS TV Plus. Now, Daryl, have you heard of Ground News?
Oh, hold on. Look who's pitting, Blake. The 84 machine. Does he stop? Here we go.
I think
he's stopping. Okay.
Yeah, he always does the second time around. Just he doesn't do it the first time around. So
very odd.
Meanwhile, Scott Tompkins with a black flag, so he's going to have to serve that.
What were you asking me? Ground.
I don't even remember.
Ground something.
Oh, Ground News. Have you ever heard of Ground News?
No.
Spammed of YouTube ads for Ground News?
No.
Well, for those of you watching, if you ever seen those Ground News ads, basically a subscription for quote-unquote unbiased news. I look at HMS TV Plus like that. Unbiased sports coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go Golden Knights.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah, right?
Well, Cinch McCoy in the chat, chatting it up. We got Anthony Tizio said exactly. So let's see. The brain only makes big brain plays, he says. Well said, Anthony. Anthony Tizio not out here tonight. We saw him last week, Daryl, but didn't make it out here tonight, unfortunately. But the field's racked up, ready to roll. It's going to be interesting how the fuel strategies play out. We've got 27 laps remaining as we're going to go back green.
Absolutely, and you are going to lead us back green.
All right, I can't wait, Daryl. As the field's racked up, ready to roll, Ryan Patty, your race leader. He's taking the high side. You got Jacob Malone on the inside. Row 2 is going to be Lockett and Parent. As they come out of turn number 3, field's racked up. We're side by side. Folks, you better get up on your feet, off your seats, into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Good jump there from Patty. Bumper to bumper. Black flag for Kevin Bankert for cheating. Through turn 1, coming out here. Ryan Patty out front. Jacob Malone right behind.
Scott Thompson also has a black flag. They're asking for it to be clear, though.
We'll see if that gets cleared. They are not quite yet, but we are still racked and rolling here. How about Chris Mackey? Haven't heard much about him, but been a solid night sitting in the 5th spot for the number 9 machine here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Up 2 positions from the beginning of the race, so can't complain. No complaints there from Chris Mackey. sitting in a top 5 position. And look at this car.
213simware.com. I tell you what, Daryl, I ordered some stuff, and yeah, it was all right.
Good.
Uh-oh. Something just came through, folks. Daryl, what are you seeing?
I don't know.
Give it a moment here as Daryl does some research. We are clean and green, looking at Chris Mackey rolling in fifth. Question of if he can make it. Shane Cochran just subscribed to HMS TV. Congratulations, Shane. You just made the best decision in your entire adult life.
That completely makes up for the fact that he's in P25, 21 laps down. Doesn't matter. That does not matter now. He's part of the HMS TV family now. Look at the snake down the front stretch.
Congratulations, Shane. And look at this. Ryan Patty going all the way down to the inside wall. I love seeing this every lap. I'm glad Ryan's led a lot here tonight, Daryl.
Yeah, I am too.
Hard to make Pocono fun, but Ryan Patty's doing that here tonight as we hop on board, checking out the left rear suspension cam with your race leader. Now, Daryl, I think the blacks, I don't know if the blacks were cleared. They were not. Scott Tompkins down pit road, and drivers were not happy that those flags were not cleared by race control.
No, not happy at all. So, I mean, if it was just somebody that was really slow and wasn't able to get up to their spot, I kind of feel bad for them. But if they passed on the inside before the start-finish line, well, nothing anybody can do about that.
At the end of the day, Daryl, I mean, rules are rules. It sucks, but stuff happens. So, nonetheless, the most unbiased thing to do is to not clear anybody, I guess. So, meanwhile, we see Jacob Malone in the second position trying to make a move. We know it's tough to pass these race leaders, but Daryl, the big question, are the guys good on fuel that went down pit road under caution?
Yeah, definitely not if this stays green.
Yeah, it'd be
tough. If it stays green the rest of the way, I think the answer is no. However, they can take less gas than anybody else.
Absolutely. So, and Nathan Finnegan, he's the first one on the, I'd say the good strategy, I guess you'd call it, the one with the most fuel. So he's running sixth right now. He pit on lap 71. Everybody in front of him pit on lap 63. So we've got 8 more laps of fuel than the rest of them. Lex in the chat says, go Josh. So proud of him. Let's take a look at Josh here. How about Joshua Parent, Daryl? Running the top 5. Good run for him here tonight in that 22 machine.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just been very, very consistent. He started P5. He's running P4. He's just doing a really great job staying up in the front of this pack.
Daryl, real quick, blur out the Pit Stop TV. I'm just kidding. We don't do that here at HMS TV. Pit Stop TV, check them out. They're broadcasters as well on YouTube. But how about this 22 machine? Joshua Parent ripping it around here in the top 5. You got the TZO designs on the car as well. Good looking car for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. A very good looking car. Wow, we did not see any snakes that time going on the front stretch.
No, Ryan Patty's definitely cooled it down on the snakes. He says, you know what? It's time to lock it in here, Daryl. He's got 22 laps left to go. He's not good on fuel, but he's feeling good about leading this race.
Jacob Malone is right there, so that's why he did not want Jacob Malone to go to his outside on the front stretch. That's why he did not snake at that time.
Boy, it looks like that 54 Malone is right on the back bumper. Looks like he's a little bit faster than Patty, but the question is, does he have enough speed to get around him?
Well, Jacob Malone did take 4 tires 15 laps ago during his pit stop. Ryan Patty took gas only, so the tire advantage is there.
Yeah, you can certainly tell. But again, Pocono, one of the harder tracks to pass, especially the race leader with clean air. So let's see if Malone can find a way. Now, the best way to pass here, Daryl, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. It's hard. But you can kind of enter the corner, not high, but, you know, a lane or two higher, maybe get a better run on exit down these long straightaways.
Yeah, he's snaking it a little bit on here on the on the straightaway between 1 and 2, going into the tunnel turn. Tell you what, Jacob Malone's doing a really good job going into that tunnel turn. I watched the last lap as well. And the key here is, can he try to... Oh, he's got to dive it underneath him, Blake.
Looking to get to the inside. Inside's the preferred line, but again, with these long straightaways, being up top a lane is not the end of the world. But nonetheless, looks like Malone going to hold on to second for now as Patty continues to shake them. 20 laps left to go. These guys, Daryl, they pit about 18 laps ago.
Sorry, I had to send a little bit of a correspondence real quick. That was important. But yeah, I mean, this is staying green. They're going to have 19 laps to go. And Ryan Patty crosses the start-finish line.
Yeah, Patty has to feel good. But again, the main question, I mean, yeah, Patty's racing Malone for the lead for now. But he's actually also racing Nathan Finnegan, who's got 8 laps more fuel sitting in the 5th spot. So the question is, you know, how much shorter of a pit stop can these guys take? And somebody going down pit road in the back, I think it's Jake Christenberry.
Yeah, maybe he realizes that, you know, might as well just pit now. I'm not sure. But the leaders are going to come up on some lap traffic here. Zachary King is about ready to go a lap down. They're going to catch him, it looks like, out of... they're going to catch him after the tunnel turn here.
We're about to see what happens here. Race leaders are duking it out. Boy, lap car, you're going to go all the way down. Says, go on, boys. He's out of it.
Yeah, good on Zachary King for doing that. But man, Ryan Patty still has a mirror full of Jacob Malone. See if he tries to snake it here again.
Well, this is just a great battle for the race leader. You know, normally we like showing off some other cars in the field, but I hate to go away from this battle for the lead. We have 18 left to go. More guys down pit road. It's Patrick, Colby, and Zachary King. Meanwhile, Daryl, Brian Smith, heavy favorite heading into tonight. Well, right now he's stuck at 6th, and I don't know if Smith has it in him to get his 9th win on the evening.
Now, he only took 2 tires, but he still has the freshest tires out of any of these leaders. And yeah, like I said, I mean, he's, or as you just said, he's still in P6. So it's, yeah, he's struggling. I mean, track position is just really, really key here.
Yeah, I mean, the 8 laps of fuel, it's certainly a plus, but I mean, it's only going to save you maybe a second or 2 on pit road, which could be enough. So we'll just wait and see how this plays out. And we got some guys heading down pit road. Jacob Malone, Jake Lockett, Nathan Finnegan, and Chris Mackey all down pit road from the front.
Yeah, absolutely. That puts Ryan Patty and Joshua Parent pretty much by themselves with an over 2-second lead over Brian Smith, who takes over the P3 position.
Now, one thing to think about, Daryl, I mean, there's really hardly any tire fall off. I mean, we're only looking at about 0.3 of a second, maybe 0.4 at the most. But, I mean, that's still time you're losing staying out here. So if I'm Ryan Patty, I pit right now. There's no reason to stay out. Pitting under green is not that bad here at Pocono because if you pit under yellow, you go all the way to the back.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just going to be very, very interesting to see what happens here.
Here he comes.
Oh, here comes Ryan Patty. Yep.
New race leader Joshua Parent in the 22 is going to take over the top spot. We know he's got some fans in the chat. Well, here's his shot, getting some TV time. Daryl, I've received word KZ, K-A-Z-Y. That is actually his YouTube channel. So fans, go ahead, give him a check him out, give him a like, give him a follow over there. K-A-Z-Y, check him out. Now, Parent last pit on lap 63, Daryl. He's the last one out there with the older fuel, I guess you would call it. So my guess is he's probably going to pit either right here or next time around.
Yeah, we're going to find out for sure. Now, something else that's interesting, Ryan Patty, who was our race leader, he took 2 tires, but a couple of people took gas only.
Now I'm looking at the difference here. Ryan Patty had a, oh, and here comes the race leader parent down pit road. So he's going to give up the race lead over to Brian Smith. But looking at the time of these stops, Daryl, those people that pit, that took fuel only, let's see, Jeff Dillon had a 6.5 second stop. Ryan Patty had a 10.6. So the 2 tires cost him 4 extra seconds. Do you think those 2 tires are worth 4 seconds in 15 laps?
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think so. I don't think the fall off is that great here.
I think I'm going to agree with you. So I think the call here is go fuel only, especially if you're in this group right here of Smith on back to 9th or 10th. I think you definitely go splash and go. You know, there's no reason to waste your time on pit road with some tires here.
Now remember, Brian Smith has only been out for 14 laps, and we have 16 laps to go. I mean, that's 30 laps. I mean, he's got to pit at some point as well.
And again, I mean, he's losing time staying out there. So those guys that on the alternate strategy that just pit, that got fresh tires, they are going to gain some ground on them. I mean, not much, but one thing to just kind of keep your eye on. Again, Brian Smith, don't count him out. I kind of counted him out earlier. Now I'm kind of regretting it. I don't think he's the favorite right now, but I'd say he's definitely in the top 2 or 3 odds for sure.
Yeah, you said it best at the beginning of the broadcast. You never want to count or go against Brian Smith at how dominant he's been this season. But go ahead.
Blowing down pit road. Did he actually stop here? I'm taking a look. I don't know if he did.
He had a 7-second stop in his pit stall.
Brian Smith
down
down
the
pit
race leader. Yep.
Cody Eldred going to take over the top spot here, Daryl, in the 32 machine. Been a solid night for Eldred. I mean, does he have a shot at the win? I'm going to say no, but hey, he's definitely got top 10 speed here for sure.
I don't think Brian Smith has a choice here but to take gas only.
I agree.
Here he comes in his box. He's going to stop. Perfect stop.
Yep, fuel only, it's looking like.
Fuel only, absolutely.
That's what you're going to see with all these guys that still have to pit for sure in front of them. So
now let's see where he merges. Here comes Nathan Finnegan. He's got past Brian Smith. There it is. Well, right in front of him, Blake.
All right, so there you have. This is essentially our battle for the lead right here, folks. Everybody in front of these guys has to pit. Will Finnegan, Smith, and Bankert all well, Bankert's not. Never mind. Bankert needs a pit. I don't know what he's doing up there, but it's going to be fun for sure. Bentley Glazer down pit road from the front.
Our picks to win this race are battling. They're not in the lead yet, as we still have a few drivers that still need to stop here. But when everything cycles through, this is your battle for the lead right here. Our picks to win, Blake, Nathan Finnegan and Brian Smith.
It's going to be fun to watch. I mean, Brian Smith, we know he's probably a little faster, but, I mean, Finnegan's got speed too, and he's got the most important thing, the track position here at Pocono. Now, Smith's going to do that alternate line I kind of talked about. You go up an extra lane or two to try to get a run down the straightaway, and it doesn't really work for him there to get him much, but down pit road goes Cody Eldred from the race lead. Brock Hersey going to take over the top spot for now. Charles Woods down.
Yep, absolutely.
Mike Grinnell in second. Haven't heard much from this guy, but solid run for him here tonight. Again, he's going to have to pit, and he's going to drop way back, but hey, for now, give him some TV time, sitting in the second spot in the 55 machine. But we'll keep our eyes right here on this battle as Cody Eldred with a black flag, Daryl.
Tough break for Cody Eldred. I would assume, speeding, entering the pits?
I'd say that's probably a good guess, but unfortunate for Ryan Patty. He led a lot of laps. Going to end up right now, he's basically in fourth once this pit cycle ends. So a good run for Patty, but I'm sure he was hoping for that win after basically dominating most of this race. Nathan Finnegan, though, your pick to win, looks to be pulling away a little bit from Smith. I'm liking Finnegan's shot right here, Daryl. With just 10 laps left to go, he's got to be the favorite.
Yeah, I do too. I think he is the favorite, but I mean, as we all know, do not count out Brian Smith. I mean, he's just been way too dominant. But I mean, yeah, I mean, we're seeing the gap here. About 0.6 right now, 0.7. It's growing.
Yeah, we'll jump out front here. Let's see when Brock Hersey elects to go down pit road. It's not going to be quite yet, but Mike Grinnell from second going to head on down. So Hersey, the last one remaining, needing to pit. He is still your race leader for now.
As the Carolina Hurricanes take a 2-0 lead over the Vegas Golden Knights, Blake, I'm going to cry.
Makes me sick to my stomach, Daryl. And it's not because, me and you, we kind of jumped on the Vegas bandwagon, but, all these Panther fans coming out of the woodwork, Hurricane fans coming out of the woodwork, making me sick to my stomach, a bunch of fake bandwagoners, especially Christian Taylor.
Christian Taylor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wanted to say it at the same time as you, and it works. Perfect.
Yeah, well, we'll have to be sure to clip that. If you remind me later, we'll clip that, send it over to Christian. He'll love it. But, hey, nonetheless, Daryl, we're clean and green. Hersey still in the race lead for now, but Finnegan just waiting for him to pit so he can take the top spot. And Finnegan right now, Daryl, he has over a second lead. I'm sorry, half a second lead on Smith.
Yes, he does. 0.6, 0.7.
Oh, what is he doing? Jacob Malone. Like he's trying to wreck. If he spins out here soon, Daryl, something fishy's going on with Malone. He's all over the place.
He just keyed up and said, I am the worst driver ever. So that was not on purpose.
He's going to throw a block on the 8 car here. We'll keep an eye on these two. Got just 8 laps left to go. I'll tell you who wants it to stay green. That's Nathan Finnegan.
Maybe not. Maybe a caution would help Nathan Finnegan. I could see a scenario where a caution comes out, he restarts on the top lane, and Brian gets stuck on the bottom lane and, just kind of gets moved back. I don't know. I don't think a caution would be the worst thing in the world.
I don't think. Daryl, he's got a 7/10 of a second lead. I think he's got this one in the bag, essentially, at this point. In my mind, no reason to risk it or to want to risk it if you're Nathan Finnegan for sure. But now Hersey, is he trying to stretch this out, Daryl? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
He's not clutching, so I don't know. To me, there's no way. He's probably pitting here any minute. Unless he does here in turn 3. We'll find out. We're going to stay on board. Here's your race leader, Brock Hersey. Last pit on lap 71. Listen in. Nope. Hey, he's heading down pit road
now. Yep.
It was worth a shot. He led some laps, got some TV time. Brock Hersey from the race lead down pit road, which means he's going to pass it on over to Nathan Finnegan. It'll be 6 laps left to go this time around as he takes the race lead.
And Blake, I know the race isn't over yet, but how good am I at pits? I feel like I do a really good job at picking drivers.
Yeah, Daryl. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every once in a while. But hey, I will say, though, Nathan Finnegan, great race for him. He didn't really lead any laps until the end of this thing, and he just hit this strategy right on the head, and he looks like he's going to get the job done. But, still plenty of time left. Maybe a late caution happens. You never know. And let's look at this paint scheme. He showed it earlier in the week, and I thought it was so cool. So I kind of forgot about it because I already saw it earlier, but I want to show the fans this paint scheme right here, folks. Take a look. What do you know about The Alchemist, Daryl? You ever read that book back in school?
If I did, I don't remember it.
I definitely did. And honestly, normally at school, I didn't read the books. I just, skipped over them and BS my way through classes. But The Alchemist is one of the few books I actually did read, and it's actually a pretty good one.
Now, I just got a message from Brian Smith. He wants Drunken Spider to put the drone inside the car to mess him up.
Oh, wow. Well, that's... Well, you better send him some money or something.
Wait, hold on. All right, I just got $1. So,
All right, well, we got $1, folks. So let's send Juicy Spider drone cam into there. Drunken Spider flying this thing. Let's see if we mess up Nathan Finnegan. Maybe crash him. He's trying to distract him, but this guy's cool as a cucumber, Daryl. He doesn't care.
yeah. No, absolutely not.
Well, we're going to fly it back out here. 5 laps left to go. Nathan Finnegan, your race leader, in a 1.3 second lead. This thing's in the bag if it stays green. Well, Drunken Spider tried.
Is. Yep. Good to know that we can that Drunken Spider can be bought for $1.
$1 all it takes, folks. You send them anything, and you never know what'll happen. But hey, nonetheless, 4 laps left to go. Finnegan out front, Smith second, Patty third, followed by Lockett, Malone, Glazer Ball, Mackey, Bissonette, and Parent rounding out your top 10.
Nathan Finnegan gonna wheel it around turn 3. He's gonna come to the start-finish line, Blake, with 3 to go.
These drivers are running out of time. Anthony Tizio in the chat says, keep trying. We need to help the 78. Daryl, the 78 is due for a win. It has been almost a week since he's won here in the Icon Cup Series. Down the long straightaway. Go ahead, Daryl.
I was talking this whole time and I was muted. I was just gonna say, even his P2's not guaranteed. Like Ryan Patty is closing the gap a little bit. I don't think there's just I just don't think there's enough laps for Ryan Patty to go around Brian Smith. But good job on this top 3 within a second and a half of each other.
Yeah, you see 4th back there, about 3.5 seconds, but the top 3 all kind of right here. Fairly bunched up. I mean, for this long green flag run, it's going to be 2 laps left to go, Daryl. Unless we get some crazy caution here in the next lap, we're looking at how things are going to finish out. It would be a heartbreaking finish if Finnegan gets a caution here in this next lap, because like I said, I mean, this thing is basically wrapped up. Here they come, Daryl, ripping it around. That's turn 3 entrance as he's coming out of turn 2. Finnegan, let's hop on board.
Absolutely. Nathan Finnegan going through turn 3 with an over second lead over Brian Smith. Blake, we're coming to white.
Out of turn 3 here, down the front stretch. White flag in the air, brought to you by TZO Designs. Last lap around the tricky triangle.
Yeah, absolutely nothing to worry about here for Nathan Finnegan. No lap traffic. The white flag's out, so it doesn't matter if anybody wrecks now, as long as they're not in his way. That would also be a heartbreaker.
That's all that matters for sure as he heads into turn 2. Looking good here. Just one more corner to go for Nathan Finnegan as he heads down the short chute, they call it, into turn number 3. Clean corner for Finnegan. In front of the grandstands, checkered flag waving with the Icon Cup Series. Nathan Finnegan wins the Pocono 250.
Brian Smith crossing line in P2 with Ryan Patty rounding out our podium in the P3 position. Zach Lockett and Jacob Malone, your top 5.
There's Lockett 4th with Malone 5th, like you said, Daryl. But what a run there for Finnegan. The last green flag run went perfectly for him. He comes out right in front of Smith, and that's all he needed here at Pocono to get it done and park it in victory lane. But Daryl, we're going to take a quick break, gather some drivers, do some interviews. Don't you go anywhere, folks. You're going to want to hear this. We'll be right back. We are back here watching Nathan Finnegan burn it down in the front stretch at Pocono. We got our top 3 drivers just about ready to roll for some interviews. Daryl, do you see Ryan Patty, our 3rd place finisher, available?
I do. We talked to him earlier. Let's get him up here again. Ryan, Daryl, and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, fellas, how we doing?
Well, long time no talk, Ryan. Talked to you earlier this race, and now you pull off a P3 finish. Congratulations. Tell us about your night.
Thanks. Yeah, no, excited to finish in the podium. We've had a few good podium runs this season. A little bit bittersweet knowing that we won the final stage and we're in position to set up for the win there. Hats off to Nathan, teammate, got the win. Brian finished 2nd. Like, I think no matter. I don't think speed was an issue across the top 3. If you talk to all 3 of us, everyone's going to say we were probably about even on pace. They just had the better strategy. So kicking myself for probably not pitting in that second to last stop there, taking a little bit extra fuel so I didn't have to stop as long. But, all in all, happy to be running in the top 5 and taking home a podium.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, it was a great run for you all night long. You ended up leading the most laps, but you bring it home 3rd. Now, what do you think you could have done, differently on that last stop? You think you could have pit earlier, later, done anything different at all?
Honestly, I don't think it was the last stop that killed me. It was the stop before where I stayed out and Nathan and Brian came in, because what ended up happening is they had more fuel in the car. So in that final stop, they had to take less to get there. So they just spent less time on pit road. And, when we all came out, shook out that they were ahead of me. And as you can see, right, same thing as last week with Michigan. Dirty air is just it's almost like an unbeatable barrier, and Nathan played his hand to perfection.
Yeah, especially here at Pocono for sure. But hey, Ryan, it's a good run for you nonetheless. You put it on the podium. Before you head out, got any shout outs for our fans watching at home?
Yeah, first off, everyone on the track, obviously Nathan, Brian, everyone, I thought did a really good job tonight. It's always a pleasure to run with these guys. Thank you guys again for joining us in the booth. It's great to have you here. It's a great addition to Icon, and we're excited for the rest of the season. Thanks to all my teammates. We all help each other out, try to make his best to finish for the ECR CCR gang. So shout out to the boys, and last but not least, my wife. I love you, and thanks for all the support. And I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations, Ryan, putting it on the podium here in the Pocono 250, and we look forward to seeing you next week. We're headed to, is it Auto Club?
Auto Club, yeah, the old favorite. We'll see you there.
That'll be fun for sure. Well, hey, good job out there, Ryan. Congratulations, tonight's 3rd place finisher, Ryan Patty.
Thanks, guys.
That's Ryan Patty. Daryl, we got our 2nd place finisher, Brian Smith, available?
We do.
All right.
Brian, Daryl, and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, Brian, congratulations on finishing P2. We just spoke with Nathan, we just spoke with Ryan Patty. Just tell us about your night. And, Nathan just had a lot of speed there at the end. Just tell us about your night and anything you could have done you think different to try to get in front of him.
Yeah, I think I waited 1 lap too long to hit pit road. When everyone was making their final pit stops, Nathan and I were on similar strategies. We were obviously just going to splash and go just to spend the least amount of time on pit road possible. So he pit earlier than I thought he would. So I stayed out longer because I wanted that draft, and I think it was the 22 that was in front of me. And he pit 1 lap before I pit, and I honestly think that might have been the difference tonight. It was just such a tight car. Track position meant everything. It was all about clean air. I knew blending off pit road as soon as Nathan got in front of me, he would have had to make a catastrophic mistake if he wasn't going to win this thing, because there was just nothing you could do with guys that were similar pace than you. Tires meant absolutely nothing. You couldn't save your stuff. It was just a tough one out there tonight. So I guess I'm happy to come out of here with 2nd. I think it could have been a whole lot worse considering how many times I shuffled myself to the back. Nathan and I were on such similar strategies all night. We're thinking, same mindset of just getting that track position at the end of the race. So, it was eventful, but it was fun. I just wish the car turned a little better, and Nathan executed flawlessly at the end there, and he would have had to make a mistake for me to leapfrog him. That's for sure. So it was fun out there. I do like racing this track. everyone did a good job and for the most part. So sucks all my teammates wrecked out of it, but yeah, it was a fun night.
Yeah, I mean, Brian, I think you definitely hit it right on the head. I think Nathan pitting a lap or two earlier was the difference because you blended off a pit road just right behind him, and that's all he needed. But, I mean, that's basically all we got. Before you head out, Brian, though, you got any shout-outs for our fans watching at home?
Yeah, as always, the Jason Metalworks, the sponsor on the 78 cars. Shout out Henry. Thanks for coming aboard. Anthony Tizio and Tizio Designs. And I went back and watched the broadcast. You guys absolutely killed it last week. So, like I said last week, welcome to the league. You guys do an awesome job. It looks phenomenal. So, glad to have you guys around. And yeah, thanks to everyone on track. It was a fun night.
Yeah, well, Brian, we appreciate that. But, we did try to send a drone in the car for Nathan Finnegan to try to wreck him because somebody sent us $1, but it did not work, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, at least you tried, right?
Yeah, but hey, congratulations, Daryl. You got any final words for our second-place finisher, Brian Smith?
No, just congratulations again on the podium finish, and thanks for the kind words. As you know, we're new here, and we might butcher a couple names here and there, but we'll learn as we go and doing our best here.
Yeah, well, I got a pretty easy one for you, so you can't really mess
It
up.
doesn't get easier than that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Brian. And it looks like Connor Gerard says the paint scheme of the night goes to the 84 Flintstones machine.
Let's go.
Robert Lowen, the Canadian.
After all the trolling he did down pit road, Daryl, he wins paint scheme of the night. I love it.
Absolutely. And let's bring in our race winner. My pick to win, Blake. The 6th, Nathan Finnegan. Nathan, Daryl, and Blake, you got a copy.
I got you guys.
Well, Nathan, congratulations on winning the race. I must say, just to start off, not to make anything about me, but you were my pick to win pre-race. And so thanks for doing that.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah. And just tell us about your night, and especially that last pit stop, your pit strategy that allowed you to win this race.
Yeah, it was just trying to get clean air, and I'm sure the 78 Brian and Ryan and the 30 said the same thing. Like, it was just, if you were out front, you were just dominating the runs and trying to do everything to get up there tonight. And we didn't get up there until I think less than 20 to go, but we were able to get the track position when we needed to. And noticed, like, earlier on in the run, the final stage, we just needed to get some type of offset and strategy from what the 30 and the 78 and those guys were doing, the 54 as well. So, coming down pit road, getting fuel early, just to get us that much closer to being able to make it at the end. And thankfully the cards kind of fell our way with the cautions and everything else. And that final stop, I think we were able to put like 1.5, 2 gallons in it. And it was like we were stationary for only like 2.5 seconds. So no tires. The tires held on, thankfully. Happy for that. And again, just getting that clean air. And the 78 made it interesting, Brian. I mean, we were blending out literally side by side going into one there, and that was gonna be for the win because he had the same strategy I had. So glad it worked out for us in the 6 team. New sponsor on the car, Heady Topper. It's a great double IPA if people have a chance to try it, but glad we could get a victory, put him in victory lane on the first night we had him.
Daryl, we're going to have to tell Marshall Harris about that IPA, but hey, Nathan, I mean, he had laser focus all night long, and someone sent us $1, so we tried to send the drone in to your cam during that last run, but it didn't really seem to bother you.
Yeah, no, once we got the clean air and we got the car dialed in, the 6 machine was definitely, it was on rails all night. Just, again, trying to just offset from the guys ahead was the biggest piece. And with the increase in horsepower, I will say, like, it does give more variety to this track than there has been in the past, especially in turns 1 and 3. In the past, it was a lot harder to run off that main line. And if you did, the car wouldn't hook up. There'd be no grip, nothing. But now you can kind of offset, change lines a little bit, reverse diamond, those sorts of things to try to do something to get around the guy ahead. But yeah, it was a good battle tonight and a lot of fun racing.
Absolutely. Well, hey, Nathan, you led only 6 laps tonight, but the most important ones, including the last one, you park it in victory lane. Before you head out, though, you got any final shout-outs to add for our fans at home?
Yeah, big shout out to the CCR, ECR guys. Always keeping us grounded, during the race and talking strategy over and figuring out what we can do and run the numbers, things like that. My dad for tuning in, my wife for tuning in. Really appreciate what you guys do with our broadcast each and every week. So we're glad to have you here, and thank you so much.
Well, all right. Well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's Pocono 250 winner in the number 6 machine, Nathan Finnegan.
Appreciate it, guys.
Well, Blake, another one down. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, Daryl. I mean, I had fun, and I feel like it went pretty quick, especially for 250 miles at Pocono. But great night for HMS TV and a great night for HMS TV Plus, keeping all our fans tuned in and keeping them up to date with cricket, soccer, UFC, racing, baseball. I mean, everything, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to, now that this race is over, we're going to sign off here shortly, and I'm going to go watch some action, and I hope everyone does as well and enjoy the rest of their Sunday night.
Absolutely. Well, folks, appreciate you joining us here tonight at the Tricky Triangle of Pocono. Tonight's race is in the books. Icon Cup Series put on a show, and we were glad to show it. We're going to be back here tomorrow night with Flim Dogs Racing League, the Wheels America Racing Cups. I'm sorry, it's actually called the Wise Owl Wash Cup Series now. But nonetheless, that's going to rack things up here for us here at Pocono, Pennsylvania. I'm ready to get out of this dump. Daryl, you got any final words?
No, my final words are always thank you, Blake, for having me up here in the booth with you. I love doing it. Love hanging out with you and calling these races. It's a lot of fun. And yes, I will see you in the booth tomorrow where, we have a guy named Steve Tucker who, is already claiming victory. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully not. Well, nonetheless, folks, in the booth with Daryl Young Jr., I'm Blake Hutchinson. Thanks for tuning in. Click the like button if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Share it with your friends. All that good stuff. HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com, world's best website. We'll see you next time.